Hey everybody. Oh, that's the wrong. Oh yeah, here. Anyway, um, hi, welcome. I'm I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a long time. I'm trying to figure out some things. The chat. I don't like how the chat looks right now, so I'm working on getting that more visible. Am I going to be able to read this? Yeah, we'll do okay. If you want to see what happened, Zane, to the 5300 high roller from last night, there's a 10-hour stream replay available. What do you guys think about the brightness? I last night turned off a light back here, but I don't know, I'm feeling it today. So we're going to be playing the 10K bracelet event. There's quite a while left to register, but we're going to start soon. And then I'm debating. So I would rather play PLO cash. However, there is this World Series of Poker Circuit Super Series event. I've never played a circuit event to the best of my knowledge, but there is a gold ring up for grabs and a qualification for the Tournament of Champions. It's a $300 buy-in compared to a 10K buy-in. So like playing them alongside each other is a little distracting a little, but I'm very willing to. I'm going to start with the 10K. I think, or am I going to start with PLO? I think I saw some action in the PLO lobby. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit tired from last night's stream, which kept me up way past my bedtime. I'm not blaming any of you, just stating facts. So it seems like these gentlemen are 3-tabling heads up. So I'm not going to crash their game because I don't know if they want it heads up or not, but I mean, if they're 3-tabling heads up, they probably do. So I'm going to just respect that. But he's also sitting at 51. And if he's on Twitter, he knows that I'm about to start streaming. So the question is, and I'm not going to get your answer in time, which, by the way, I already lost your chat. What's going on? Oh, that's going to be annoying. Okay. I'm just going to have it somewhere that it can't get covered because it will not stay up. Oh, wow. Wait a second. That is not going to work because as soon as I click off of OBS, it's gone. Okay. Bear with me. So I might need to pull up separate chats or just chat with one platform, but the split chat is it's causing some problems right now. Okay. I can handle this. We can do this, guys and girls. D-Rob says, good luck, Phil. Thank you very much. I do wish that I had an overlay that had got news that the lobby says the final table is the 18th, but it's actually at the 15th. Good to know. Anyway, yeah, so the 10K event has a live final table. Settings. I just want to appearance. Yeah, I just want to make your stuff easier to read. Guess I'm getting old. That might be better. See what this looks like. Thank you all for bearing with me as I set up the. If you want to see what I'm doing, it's very exciting. I am working on the appearance or colorized author names. Okay, some of you appear to have color. I guess that helps, if anything. There was also an embed in stream thing. What is that going to do? Thank you all for bearing with me. I know people like to see the stream, but this would take me some. Oh, this is better. Okay, I don't have to even use OBS. I can use this. As far as embedding it, I am sure that I could do it, but I don't have the overlay set up for it. And let's get into the action, right? We'd like to. Actually, no, this one's harder to read. I'm going to go with the. One I just set up to look the way that I want it. And without further ado, I'm going to sit down at the 51 PLO. I'm also going to sit down in my chair, strap in. Last night it was a 10-hour stream. If it's another 10-hour stream, I'm going to be definitely playing badly by the end, which is probably not the time you want to play badly because we'll be hopefully nearing a final table. But, you know, what can you do? Hope you all are doing well. Good to see you. I really appreciate the support yesterday. It was very much good vibes here in the chat, and it was popping. We had a lot of people. Seems close. It does look like with this chat I could create a bot, but I mean, we're not doing that now. We're playing poker. Ace deuce, I mean, we probably lose, but I'm not going to bluff. Sebastian says, oh, didn't you play Tunica in like 2006? I think that was a ring event. That was WSOP circuit, so I guess they were rings. Interesting. Yeah, did they give out rings all the way back then? I didn't, I never heard of rings until later, but I did play when I turned 21. As soon as I turned 21, I went out to Tunica, Mississippi, and there was a 10K WSOP circuit event and 10K WPT event, and I was so excited to play both of those. I'm gonna c-bet small with my full range here. Canadian A says, what site is this? This is WSOP.com in the United States of America. I guess that's the only place that WSOP.com is right now. I know this is like a weird, it feels weird to go small here, but I think it's good. It's not a hand I really, like, I'm not going to face a lot of bets if I check. And this is like a hand that if I pot, it's not actually that thrilling. And I could go small or I could pot. It's nice to have the nuts in your turn small bet range on board like this. And like, if I had a redraw to go with it, I would bet bigger on the turn. But there's so many bad rivers for me that just like potting the range that I get called by actually has pretty good equity and very good playability against me. Yeah, Deborah, I know that I could put the chat box over the logo under the camera. It's just a matter of the time it takes to set it all up, which I think is probably not too bad. But let's see what I can do. While I'm one tabling, let's try it. So copy that. Add. Is it a source? I don't know what kind of source it is. Browser? Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, timeout. Okay, looks like it's going to work. I have to obviously fix some things. You can go big here. It's an unfortunate turn. So width, we'll go with less than that. See what this looks like. No. Well, I mean, I could just cover all these. It doesn't look as pretty, but yeah, you do know my socials already. Let's go 550. Almost there. We're getting there. I could just... Aces, I could small bet. But, you know, I'm working on the chat. Interesting one. Interesting one. I'm actually going to call. I'm not sure that he's betting. He's probably betting trips. I don't know. I'm still going to call. I'm very high in my range, and I don't know. The question is if he's only betting boats or trips. And if it's only boats, I think I can call, even though, I mean, obviously he had a boat there. We will get to the poker soon. First, we need about 10 by 700. Looks about right. Not as beautiful as it could be, but, you know, it's going to work, I think. And this is going to be bet and pot river. We've not started the 10K yet. We will. Kind of an unfortunate river. But I think it's just a pot. I think he can fold the one card straight. I play a lot of 10-7 this way. Play some Jack-10 this way. I wouldn't pot the 9 high straight. So like if he doesn't think I'm bluffing enough, he should fold it. But I don't know if he knows that I wouldn't pot the 9 high straight. So, you know. Interesting. So with chat, I can see the... Daniel says, guys, let's get this on this poker stream on the front page of YouTube. I don't know what that takes, but that'd be awesome. Jesse asks if poker was an option, what career you think you'd have gone into? Probably teaching of some kind. My family, it's kind of all teachers, and I think I was always likely to be one. And I am one, but not in the way that most would expect. Daniel says, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you. I want to see... want to see how, there we go. Could check, could bet. I'm going to check, actually. I think he's going to check a little too often with good hands on this turn. All right, cool. I can see the viewers on separately on YouTube and Twitch. Not that it matters that much how many viewers, but yesterday I was excited to hit, I think, my peak ever. I don't know if it was my peak ever. There were 2 years ago, I final tabled an online WSOP event, and I might have rivaled it. But since then, it was definitely much more than anything else. Oh, I would have flopped quads. I think it was like 2,400 or 2,500 concurrent, which was awesome. And thank you all for being a part of that. We've got Just Do the Bracelet events, says mostly love music. Mostly love of music. Yeah, I think I might. I don't know. I mean, two tabling heads up PLO sounds fun, but also, I mean, how he's three tabling another opponent, and so, like, how fast is he going to be able to play? I mean, obviously, somebody three tabling somebody else while playing you is an advantage for you, but that's not what I'm here for. I mean, I'm trying to win, obviously, but. I believe him. I have a very good calling hand, though, so I'm just going to call, but I think I lose. Oh, wow. Very thin. I think that's too thin for half pot. I mean, third pot, it's fine for, and like, well, I think it's okay for. So if it's okay for third pot, half pot's not that much different, but it felt thin to me. Okay, the tournaments. I guess let's get going for the big one. $10,000 buy-in on the way. We will switch to the two-table view. Hotkeys seem to be working again, which is nice. And can we see the bet buttons? Maybe we can. I don't know. Let's do it. I think that's okay. We can adjust actually this view, screen. Just move it up a little. Yeah, I think that looks good. Oof. So those of you who follow me well know this, but my bedtime is quite early. And last night we stayed up till, I mean, I was streaming till 1:30 or 2, but then to wind down from a stream and high stakes poker, probably wasn't asleep until 4, and I woke up at 9. And actually, even if you sleep the same number of hours, if my understanding from following sleep expert Molly Eastman is that even if you sleep the same number of hours, sleeping later than your normal will be less restorative. So, 2 strikes against me, and I am hurting. But I told you all I would stream today, and well, yesterday, today, tomorrow, and the next day. Isaac says, shall we get another 1,000 likes? Actually, he said, shall we get another 1,000 likes again? Okay. can't read. Yes, I think we shall. Let's do it. We are currently at 0. Oh no, 67. It just wasn't showing. King of Hearts with the straight, I'm going to call. And and I suited, Raisy Daisy. $400 watching, 66 likes. Come on, guy. Phil doesn't ask for likes, so you gotta like first. Thank you. I did ask for likes, but I actually have never remembered to, except for you all. Let's go for it. He goes 3-bet check out of the big blind. Doesn't feel like that's something he's going to do with a lot of air, huh? Maybe on this board, though. This is like, I don't think you're supposed to do this, but it's third pot. And if he is doing this with like, you know, king 5 of diamonds, then he's just going to fold. So. You're talking about, so the moment I stop talking, the mic mutes. That's actually not the microphone doing that. It's, hey, it worked. It's Crisp, which is an audio filter app that's like, I have no affiliation with. It's like $10 a month or something. And it's fantastic for like Zoom calls. Yeah. Like, you know, everybody on the, well, I guess as poker players, we're not on a lot of, you're not on a lot of business Zoom calls like I am, but there's always like, you know, somebody with like a noisy background, like a dog or in an airport or something. It just fixes that in real time, which is pretty cool. Like you can record content and then in like post, you can edit the audio to, you know, put it through some filters and get some of that background noise out. But to do it live is power of AI, man. Thomas is replaying pocket threes today. I don't want to talk about the pocket threes hand. I need some kind of performance enhancing drug because I'm really hurting. Before you ask, that's L-tyrosine. One of the only things I've noticed. Oh, interesting. Restream can do Twitter also? That'd be cool if I could add Twitter stream. Should we try it? Can I do it live? Like, can I do it now? Add channel. I don't see it. Platforms, Twitch, YouTube. Oh, X. Whoa. My camera's glitching. It's not good. I wonder what's doing that. Presumably you're seeing that too. Sorry. All right, camera's cut out for now, but I'm going to fix it. Let's see. Properties. Nothing. And then this was not happening yesterday. Huh. How do we fix this? If anybody has any ideas for how to fix it, let me know. I won't start the X stream until my face is not going nuts. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. That's kind of the extent of my no. It's not glitching now. It's kind of glitching, right? No, maybe not. I don't know what caused that. I assume you saw it if I could see it. HSPLO action again. I wish you would have sat out for another few minutes so I could connect Twitter. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Let's see. Interesting flop. Not an exciting flop. We are in a call. Meanwhile, on the right table, we've called an open raise. I mean, kind of standard thus far. And no backdoor draw. I think I'm just going to give it up. Left table is pretty interesting. I don't think I mean, like, I could bet third pot and get ace, king, king, jack to fold and, you know, deny some equity because look what happened. But, I'm in a bluff. I think it's very standard with my exact hand. Down, 2FA. Sorry, I was typing in a 2FA and it made me jump all around. That was the wrong one. Hang tight, guys. No hands are going on. He sat out. My keypad is my my hotkeys. So. So that didn't really work. I just did connect X. Yeah, this is Sean Winter. And man, okay. Audio is out of sync too. Yeah, the camera's bugging. So one option, but like I streamed all of yesterday without this issue. I don't know if it's a restream issue. I don't think it would be. I could switch to, no, is that not plugged in? Where's the Logitech? We should have, all right, hang tight. Tightening tight. So we could try so we use this. Obviously I have to adjust the screen. Guess I'll zoom in. Or we can keep trying. I can fix that to make it look a little better. No, this one's not working. I guess I'm just going to give up on it and try to make this work. I have to resize it. Streaming's not so easy, you guys. Okay, so how does this look when I'm looking like at the tables? Not bad. I mean, it's not exactly the angle that we want, but that's what we got, right? So I think that's what we're going with. Why is it long? Is this going to be better for? Yeah, I think that's better lighting for this camera. Maybe it's a little bright on my face, but otherwise it was just like very bright all around. And this is actually too bright on my face. All right. I mean, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. We could probably mess with filters. Make me look somehow better. Color correction. No, this is doing it. We'll defend against 3x. I mean, it's not helping. I guess this is just what I look like. So. Wish I could get the other camera to work. It's higher quality. Okay. Yeah, Andrew, it fixed itself for a little bit and then it unfixed itself, I guess. So I'm just going to move this over here so I can look at what this looks like to you all. Not bad, I guess. Is that better? I don't know. That's what we're going with. What we're going with. Aces. In the wrong game. You want them in the other game. You think I need to set up Restream all platforms prior to launching? I don't know. We're going to find out because I'm going to click. put her on now. We'll just see what happens. It says it's streaming. You look at my profile. I've never streamed on Twitter before, so yeah, it appears to work. So I guess I started right when I had no camera. It's not ideal. Can I turn it off and then on again? Let's do that. I'll wait till my camera looks better. And I mean, seems like a good four betting hand. Also, okay calling hand. Let's just call. Decent flop. Call with king jack. We're gonna fold aces. It's not like could do a lot of things there. So we third potted on the 10-9-7. I don't think there's much to make of that. As far as draws, obviously I have queen jack, king jack, ace jack, ace eight suited. I mean, there are a lot of potential draws to choose from. This is a I'm gonna go with small. And so like here I could represent, I could have just like ace 10. I could also have boats, obviously, that I'm trying to, induce. But like having a small sizing allows me to be doing a lot of stuff. And then the river is very interesting because queen jack gets there. I probably have the best hand, but it's not good enough to value that. So I think I just need to check back. It's the bizarre bet. Why? I mean, I don't think he should be betting here, but he probably always has it. Jam. What is he repping? Call. That's big. What do you bluff with? Ace X of clubs. Ace king, king eight. I really think I should fold a king, but how's he bluffing? How are you bluffing? Should call. No, I just don't think he can be bluffing. So I don't know. I mean, obviously he can be bluffing, but I don't think he's bluffing 30% of the time. He's maybe bluffing 10, 15% of the time. So I'll make the tight fold. Oh, you're saying the mic is still an issue? My voice is still off. Test. No, it looks fine now. Flow Junkie says you can change the bitrate settings, reduce resolution, and frame rate, allocate resources to get a smoother experience in OBS. I don't know why none of this happened last time. What frame rate I want. I can't change the frame rate while I'm going. Streaming, I can change the bit rate, but which way do I want to change the bit rate? It's 6800 right now. And the resources thing. I'll be under advanced. I mean, probably not bluffing, but ace, king, jack. Without a queen, 9 or 8, it's just going to be a call. I mean, obviously with a queen I would call, but there's the queen, 9 and 8, which is why you don't want to have those cards in your hand. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. Thank you all in advance for any technical help and for bearing with me. Ace Jack here. I'm just going to check. And I'll check it again. Still not really loving this camera, but I don't want to, you know, risk the glitch. It'd be one, like I can keep an eye on it, but while I'm playing, I'll take my eye off of it. No, nah, I don't know. I think it's probably a fold. Can you show us you refilling with the water fountain? Pretty soon, yeah, pretty soon. Thank you all for the kind words about my appearance. All right, water. So I mean, Knowles is he's I think still three tabling somebody else, and so he's kind of slow. But it's perfect because I'm talking to you guys and I'm playing a tournament and streaming, so I think it works out really well. You know, maybe later in the night we have a 2 or 3 table heads up battle at a fast pace. I bust this tournament, or I mean, if I final table tournament, then it stops. It's actually a pretty good bluff combo. No diamonds. I have a 5. So yeah, worked out. Um, yeah, let me know if I guess I'll hopefully catch it. This hand feels close. Could be a bet, could be a check. Let's check it back this time. You guys were talking about the King Jack hand. No, he's not going to have a hand like Jack 10. He's not going to bluff the 10. I don't think he's going to bluff the 9. He's going to have like no pair or under pair or something. Probably win with Queen Jack, but I think it's too thin to bet. King Jack plus maybe for value, maybe King 8. There's King 8. So my value range was in pretty good shape against his hand. I mean, I'm just being silly and just talking, being results oriented. Sound looks good. Wait, sound is slightly worse? I don't understand how the sound got worse. Call with King 10 here. Oh, you think it changed the sound input? Oh no. Properties. You're right. Oof. Thank you. I'm sorry that you guys had to deal with that. Sound should be fixed now. Just has it. Thought the king and the 10 were good blockers. And bet, I mean, usually this is a check. I think it's fine hand to bet, though. No, I'm not running much of anything. I have a restream open and a website. I have the YouTube stream open. Wow, we're already up to 700 viewers on YouTube. Awesome. I appreciate you all. Sorry, it's been a terrible stream so far. But thank you for being here. It's gonna get better, I promise. We're getting there with the technical difficulties. Gonna check call the ace jack 9-7. Now with the nuts, I'm gonna call. I mean, you can definitely. I mean, standard would be to raise, but I just kind of felt like anything that's gonna bet the turn is gonna bet. Like, I don't know. I didn't feel like he was likely to bet fold, like to have like two clubs in his hand that was bet folding. So I didn't need much protection, I guess is what I thought. The jack kind of works both ways. And here, I mean, I'm gonna raise the last $234 and we'll see if he was bluffing. He was not bluffing. All right. I'm trying to just fix some stuff. In OBS. Let's pot this. That's unfortunate. We've got 12 outs if they're all live, which is like almost 30%, but they're not all going to be live. So I think it's just a fold. Good fold. I'm joking, by the way, when I do that. Father says, Galfon 2 days in a row running good. My plan is to stream 2 more days in a row after this. Although if I get this much sleep every night, we might have to call an audible and skip a night. I guess I'm going to check King 10. I could win at showdown. I'll probably bluff if I'm going to win a showdown, but I don't know. Eights will open up. Get squeezed here. I mean, it's obviously an okay hand to jam. To rip 50 big blinds in us quite a bit. It's probably, I don't know. I didn't feel good about it. I should probably pay more attention though to some reads on these players. I can hear Farah getting mad at me just in my head. You only rabbit hunt if you're last to fold. Are you guys saying you think the delay is different? I don't think it is. Advanced. No, it should still be a 5-minute delay. I mean, 4-4 bets the flop a lot, so what am I going to bluff with other than 7-7? Doesn't want to fold 4 deuce. Very reasonable. That's a terrible stream so far, you say? Well, then I picked the perfect time to join. Yes, you did. It's only up from here. I'm actually just going to fold jacks and find out that I would have flopped a set. Trips. Close. These jacks will raise out of the big blind against a limp. Yeah, see bet small. Matt says, good luck on the grind today, Phil. Love the stream. Thank you very much. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Genuinely. Now we're ready to play some poker. Look at that. He folded the big blind. He's limping a fair bit, so I have to think about what that means for my 3-betting range. Danny says, Galfon episodes are so well produced, mate. Must have taken some work. Well done. I appreciate content. What a story. Thank you. Yes, it took a lot of work and a very talented team. I'm glad people are enjoying them so much. I think this is just a fold. You could call, obviously, but like this hand would always be a 3-bet normally. Against someone limping as much as him, I'm not sure. Check this one back. Not a great turn. Kentino asks, are you planning to continue streaming on a schedule? I'm planning to stream tomorrow and the day following. Both, I mean, nights, like around 4 p.m. PT, 4:30 maybe. But all here. Although I don't love that he sized up so much. Small bet would be okay. Try to target hands like that, represent that I have like kings. Obviously, 4-betting aces. I mean, everybody always has it with this line, but for some reason I'm suspicious. 3 makes sense. I'm out of time bank. Yeah, okay. My suspicion was right. It's going to be a big problem that I have no time bank left. I hope that, do any of you know how frequently we get, no bathroom break this time. I'm going to keep playing. Anybody know how frequently we get new time banks? Because with all that's going on and no sounds, it's pretty brutal. All right, we get to focus on the heads up a little bit. Oh no, how did the, oh, when I changed the view, it changed the camera. Okay. Da, 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 da. Go with that. Actually, we'll need to, 1 second. Oh no. We're good. I just want to confirm if I go to this view. Oh no, how'd that happen? Okay, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Somehow the overlay. All right, let's try this again. So now what if we go to, oh my God, it's annoying. These two are okay. I could barrel off here. The 3 is not actually that useful though. If anything, kind of hurts me. I think it's obviously a reasonable bluff spot. Didn't work. Against an ace, that's what I was repping. And, okay. I want to fix these two. No idea how this happened, but, you know. All right, I think we should be good now. Although the 4-table view, do I dare? Okay. Just in case, since we're 1-tabling right now, this is the time to fix it all. Oh, the chat too. Oh, what is that? This chat. No. What do we have hit? We would have turned a big draw. All right, I think we're good now. Thank you for bearing with me. Oh my God. Why is the, it seems like there's a disconnect between these two. When I fix it on one, it breaks it on the other. Oh, now it's broken on all of them somehow. All right. Control and table. Okay. We called a 3-bet. We called a third pot c-bet. Now we're obviously going with this hand on the turn. We could be in trouble, but I mean, we're doing well against a full range of hands. Yeah, I had a feeling that he had a strong hand when he went third pot, full pot, but what can you do? 9-7-5-3, 2-pair plus open ender. Okay. Yeah, Joseph, the sounds aren't working on MacBook, and it's very frustrating because, I mean, I don't need to explain why. Matt says, loving the Galfond series. Thank you. And actually, I just want to see what my time bank looks like. I mean, I haven't actually played any hands, so it's probably, yeah, it's just one. Gonna have to be very careful there. Let's start bluffing. We need some hands to bluff with. This has some backdoor draws. It doesn't have an ace, which I think actually kind of works in our favor. I don't know. Despite how much of a mess this stream has been, you are all here with me, and I appreciate it. We're at, oh, wow. Well, where are these views coming from? So on YouTube, I have 937 of you with me. Thank you. On, actually, just going to fold this. But then total, it's saying 2,100. I have no idea what it is on Twitch, and therefore what it is on X. I could see X like counting the viewers in a weird way. So I'm just curious. I want to see what it is on Twitch. Nobody? 25? Thought it was more than that. I guess nobody's watching on Twitch. I'm going to close it though, because it's going to make my computer explode. All right, let's play some poker. I've said that a couple times, but then we had technical difficulties. I had the screen, doing stuff. So here we are. Run it once. Thanks for sharing episode 2 of Galfond. Lex, thank you very much for the kind words. Faith says, is it possible that the ace XX 4 bet on ace 9X rainbow, you'd want to bet much smaller with range than 30%? I know in LH you bet like 10% with range. Yeah, actually, I think that I'm going to pot here, which is thin. But I think if I bet smaller, it looks too obvious that I don't know. He could do some stuff. So yes, actually, I think that I bet too big. And I think that was a function of doing too many things and not having a bet size. Like, I'm not comfortable on this software yet. And so like to actually like type in bets, I don't even know. I guess you just type them in, but actually, well, that amount wouldn't work. Okay. So it turns out typing in bets works. So that's what I would do. That's what I'll do next time. I think probably like 15% is good there. But yeah, like I think 33 is too much on. I think you can have 33% sizing on that board, but I think that usually with aces, you should go smaller. And then you can go 33 with some like ace, king, X. And then also obviously mix bluffs into both ranges. Now I'm ready to focus. Again. It's not a crazy bet with king 8-7, but I don't think it's standard or good. Don't think I need to, I should say. Blocking a king is useful, but 8-7-3 are all pretty bad cards to have. I don't know. It'd be a reasonable call. Face the min raise. Might have been a misclick. He's still playing a bunch of tables. Oh, the boomer trying to fix OBS. Yeah. I can fix OBS, just not while I'm two-tabling, including heads up PLO. I'm going to just bet here. Blocking the 8, I'm not going to get as many check raises in because he's not going to river as much king 8 and 8-5 and 8-8. I mean, 8-5 may or may not bet. But you get the idea. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Hey, you. Raise it up. And check this flop. Have you ever see or even heard Phil getting mad? Can't remember any. I think I get mad like, I was actually just telling somebody today who I was interviewing for a job. I listed my strengths and my weaknesses. And as a strength, I said that I think I get mad once every year or two. So it's unlikely that I would get mad at them. I shared a lot of weaknesses as well. We don't need to go into those. Run. Responding from X. That's the first one I see from X. If you're watching on X, chat here somehow. I honestly don't even know how it works, but cool. Ox says PG Online 10K is greater than WSOP main coverage any day. I hesitated to say that because then people would find out that there's WSOP main going on. But Oh, apparently the Twitch stream is having issues. Maybe I should just stop the Twitch stream. How do I do that? Restream. Not displaying. We can look into it for future streams. I guess I have to stop streaming on Twitch then. I was wondering why 25 people were watching on Twitch. That was very unusual. But apparently the Twitch stream was just not working. So turn here, had I turned like a 6, I would be betting. With a 5, I can actually win at showdown, and I think this is... It's not a bad potting hand. Then I need to pot river. I think pot is okay. I think check is okay. And having check turn, I check river. Yeah, Turo Pro says YouTube is fine. Twitch is shoving loading circle. I wonder why, well, I wonder what went wrong with Twitch. I'm trying to decide if I should restart on Twitch. Yeah, I don't think my PC's... I don't think my computer's struggling. Let me see. Crisp is actually doing more work than I expected. Tight fold. So I might... Why is... All right, I'm going to change my mic settings. It's not block as much noise. But no, actually, I like that it's blocking noise. I guess we just stick with it. I don't know why it switches, or Crisp is using so much memory. It never does. But yeah, maybe I won't. Well, let's look at CPU. We face the lead here. Just call. With like clubs as well, I would probably raise, or like Jack 10 9, or sorry, Jack 10 Queen, like to get more money in against, you know. I mean, I think we don't need to raise this, but can. Whatever. We just min raise here. Even that's hard to bluff enough. He just has the nuts as well. Did I just waste some? Did I finally get time bank back and waste it? Run says Streamlabs OBS is probably the best choice to stream via X and what I use to miss content. Thank you. Yeah, I'm using Restream because like I already have everything set up in OBS. Not very well, as if you've been watching the stream, as you can see, but I mean, like it's funny because it says, you know, way more people are watching on X than on YouTube, but the comments are coming in from YouTube, and I don't know why I don't trust the X numbers. So if you're watching on X, say something in chat. I'm very curious. I'm going to bluff river. The question is sizing. I'm going to go small. Check to an ace king 6, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I'm going to bet. The queen blocker and the jack blocker, I mean, they're really good blockers. I mean, I guess he's usually betting ace queen ace jack, so maybe they don't become as good blockers, but I don't know. I got outs. And they're decent. Like some people check full range there. I don't know. We get raised. We're going to fold. Omaha against 2. This is Sean Winter. Knowles 7. He's beating me today. Up pair, backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Really depends on the sizing here. If he bets like 2/3 pot, I have to fold, I think. If he checks, that's an interesting one. I'm going to go half pot. This is, it's non-standard. It's fine. Like solver, I would imagine would do some stuff like this. Like you got to bet some weak king X. I don't know. Just deny equity. You get check called by ace queen queen or something and push value across one street. There's like a, I don't even know if the solver loves doing this, but it's kind of comfortable. And that's actually not a good reason to do something. But it's comfortable to bet hands that are like doing fine against calling range that would not like facing a turn bet. But also like can't then, like if I check, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's why I bet it. It's not the perfect way to look at it, but it is a way to look at it. I'm gonna raise. This is, I mean, protection and value-ish. Lyman Brown Whitehall says, no truth to the rumor that Null 7 is sabotaging Phil's streaming services to distract him. He might be. He might be. So I'm going to try Twitch again. We'll see if that works. Hey, if you are joining on Twitch, I'm trying this again. I don't know why the technical difficulties were happening, but they were. Actually, well, whatever. Never mind. Go either way on this flop. Andrew, you like the blocking noise? Cool. Yeah, Mike's then saying the upload might not be sufficient. My understanding is that the way it works with Restream is that you upload it once to Restream, and then Restream uploads it, like uses the cloud to upload it otherwise, and so it shouldn't actually matter. But I do hear my computer chugging a little bit. We're not folding this. It's pretty high in our range. I'm fairly suspicious. I don't know why. I don't know. It just feels like a jack-jack kind of play. But the problem with that is he's going to bet again. And so do I really want to call? Why am I suspicious? I worry a little bit about like 10-10. I block king-king. Ten with spades, yeah. I didn't think it was queen jack. I mean, that's not an excuse. I was just wrong. I thought he was bluffing and he was not. But I was suspicious in part because I just felt like he would bet a lot of his value hands rather than go for check raise there, especially with the double flush draw board, because it's hard to like it's awkward to raise and then face a lot of scary rivers. I think part of the reason he does it with tens is that he is like quote unquote repping a straight, so then he has very comfortable like getting money in on board pairing rivers when he's repping a straight. And then he had a flush draw as well. So I understand, like, that's why he chose that. All right, a couple of you watching on X saying hey. Awesome, thank you. Nines and sixes here, I think just too much hand now to bluff with. Sound is shoving and we can hear. I don't know what that means, Turo Pro. Does that mean it's not working? Oh, interesting. Went for the check call because he blocked the king as well. I mean, my hand's an obvious value bet. I think his hand's supposed to check raise, but I guess, yeah, I think he's supposed to check raise queen eye flush. I don't know. X counts stream views overall, not viewers now. That makes sense. WTR from X says good luck, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're up to 1,000 on YouTube. I appreciate you all being here again. I'm imagining that Twitch is not going well given the low view count. I don't know why it would be not working there, but I guess it is not working there. I'm guessing there's no picture that you can hear me on Twitch. But if someone can confirm that, I will. Oh, he says looking good. Okay. All right. I guess we're on Twitch too. I mean, nobody's watching yet. But thank you for being here if you are. This is the first time I've ever multi-streamed. So you don't normally check back sets on rainbow boards, but bottom set, no redraw, I think is a pretty good checking hand. And it's not trapping. So like, I think a lot of people think they only check good hands to trap, but it's actually just like, it's just checking, basically. You can consider it pot control, but it's just checking. You don't have to worry about categorizing it too much. We have a third player. Hey, Jamie, watching on X. Well, I mean, I'm getting chat from X, or at least I'm seeing it here in Restream. Restream combines all the chats for me, which is a nice feature. And no, I do not represent Restream in any way. Actually, so far, it's kind of not working. So. I don't know. I don't know why I'm always suspicious. All right, that's why. A lot of limping still, three-handed from nulls, which is interesting. Not a bad strategy, I just don't do it. Pretty strong hand here. I'm going to raise. Like that's not a, I mean, it looks like a bluff and it kind of technically is a semi-bluff, but it's like it's a value raise. When we're playing like limp check, it's just like a really good hand. And so if you want to be aggressive, like you want to be aggressive with some hands and you know, you need to pick some good ones. And that's actually like a good hand in that scenario. KJ lives in Wisconsin. Shout out Wisconsin. What city do you live in? Turha, Twitch now is working fine. All right, nice. I'll go small here. I guess I haven't streamed on Twitch in years, so it's not weird that nobody's joining. I know you guys don't care about how many viewers I'm getting on Twitch. I'm just talking about what I'm thinking because there are no hands in play. Oh, I would have had bottom set. I'll show them. I'm playing from Las Vegas, Nevada, KJ. Brand new. You're looking to move. I didn't see where you're from or living now. Why are you looking to move and where to? Can you not worry about your chat and make some money? That would be a good idea. So raise and c-bet. We'll take it down. I would just c-bet a lot of stuff here. Twitch has ads. Sarah says Twitch is working now. Thank you. Okay, good. I don't know. It's kind of cool to be up on 3 platforms with, you know, just doing it in the same way. Appreciate you all going to check. I guess this is a fold. So what I really want to do is play another heads up yellow table. So I'd like to win back some money. I'm down probably 10K, maybe between 10 and 15. And I could handle it, but then we're going to go to a 4-table view because like hopping back and forth. Well, what we could do is move the no limit table out of off screen and look at the 2 PLOs, and I just bring up the no limit table whenever something interesting is happening. I mean, actually, let's check if these work now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I think I'll do that. I know many of you are here for the no limit tournament, but like as you can see, we get to play a hand every 25 minutes, so let's get some action going. Oh, the chat is just replies on X. That makes sense, but it's weird. I'm not seeing the replies when I open X. I guess I just have to press refresh. No, I don't know. Interesting. Okay, we're going to check raise on the right table. And I'm going to stop looking at things that are not poker. We'll go half pot, turn, pot, river. What did this guy? Okay, had an interesting pot c-bet. Here we're gonna pot river. It's actually a tiny bit thin. We are gonna run into ace 3 and 7-3, like a reasonable amount of the time. But I think it's still good enough to pot for value. We can get called by ace x or 3x or flushes. And as promised, whoops. And as promised, we're playing Jack 10 suited here. It's like this is a little bit off, but here we go. And we whiff. So back to folding for another 20 minutes. First place, 219K, and probably, I mean, yeah, and counting. Knowles may have disconnected. I'll take my time. Let me get back. Max Smith says Galfin on Twitch, LFG. Yeah, I'm excited to be. I mean, I streamed on Twitch. It was, I don't know, 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. I was streaming on Twitch, not regularly, but several times. And I wasn't on YouTube yet. I didn't have a YouTube channel until 2.5 years ago or so. Now I've been doing YouTube lately, but you know, we 3-bet on the right. It's a pretty, I mean, it's a very good flop for us. It's a kind of interesting. I'm not supposed to have a potting range. If I had a potting range on this board, I would like potting this hand. I mean, I could have a potting range, but I'm going to check my full range on this turn. I think I could have like a low frequency bet with some stuff, but I'm just not going to. Beth says, I'd be happy to switch over to Twitch if it makes you happy. No, stay here on YouTube. Do whatever you want. Right table, we're obviously calling. Interesting sizing from him. Not sure what to make of it. Do I offer medical advice? No, I don't. And I mean, well, whatever. He might value bet the same hand. I mean, this is a clear call. I block like a lot of straights. He just has the nuts. I block 8-7, 6-7, 5-7, 3-7, and I actually have the low straight. So very standard call there. Ran into the nuts. Blanco, 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 Blanco. Thank you. Yeah, episode 2 had some heavy stuff. Best, get some good sleep. Don't worry about it. I don't want you all to be exhausted like me. So I check back on the left with king six. You have to check back some good hands. I'm not really thrilled facing this turn bet. He's definitely representing better than my hand. We'll start with a call. I mean, obviously not folding this strong of a hand. And right table, easy bluff with the 9 blocker. He checks to us on the 7. I mean, we have ace king. We're not going to bluff. One for the check raise. Interesting. Not expecting him to fold that one on the right. Nothing we could do there. But it is not going our way. At the PLO tables. I guess I'll focus on the tables a little bit. I appreciate you all chatting, and I would like you to still continue to chat. But I mean, I can talk more strategically if I actually paying attention. So we call the 3-bet with 10-8, 7-5. This is obviously a board I would I would expect him to check his full range. And I mean, he should expect us to do a fair bit of betting. This hand, I'll start by betting. Could go either way. I mean, I should probably bet like 2/3 of my range or something. Defend kings. Up the nuts with a weak redraw. I think I'll start by betting. No, I'm going to check. When somebody like gets in the check raises on the turn with 7-7 here, you want to have more nuts in your check raise, or sorry, your check back range. Okay. This is not a bet, but it's close. And I backdoor, like, there are a lot of turns I can keep bluffing. That's not one of them. On the right table, I would not bet this flop without a backdoor spade draw, but like, and the straight draw, but like on a 5 of spades, I have a really clean turn bet for thick value. I'm repping like Jack 6 here. We're down 17K in cash, and then I have a 10K buy into the tournament. I think we're going to finish up, but we'll see. Not a great calling hand. How was that hand played on the left? I like to. Oh, no money went in. Small bet, and they chopped. Interesting. All right, we're gonna go to the 4-table view because we've got hands everywhere. 4-table view's messed up. I try to fix it while I'm playing, but I just can't help it. Can't let it look like that, you know? Oh my God, now I messed it up everywhere else. I'm such a fish. Okay. There's something about the way it's like connected. Hang tight, bear with me. The way that they're connected to each other. So I guess fixing it on one screws it up on the other. Here, I don't know if we can call this. Do I want to jam on the top left? Eh. Obviously, we got called by an ace on the bottom right. I don't need to check that. But that's a nice pot. Could have maybe gone all in, but overbet's good. Basically, like you're trying to fold him off, you're trying to make him think you're trying to fold him off an ace, because he can never, like, unless he check back a 9, he always has aces and 9s with the king kicker on the board, and I'm repping better than that. But like he's never gonna have ace king or king king. guess we have to, well, this view works. I guess if we go from this to this, we're fine. But now these are screwed up. Good value bet with nines. Wasn't expecting that. I mean, 7-3's good kind of calling hand, I guess. Three betting ace king suited. We get 4-bet. What's this? We're obviously not folding. I guess we just call. And we just call again. I don't think there's any point in having a raising range here. Like, only hands that want to raise are this, like ace king, basically. And it doesn't even love raising because, like, if he has ace 7, I've got the ace. So, you know, might as well let him hit. Right table, this is like a value merge bet. Easy check on the river. Obviously, we're getting it in on the bottom right. He folds, okay. And all of a sudden, we got a nice stack. We doubled up in those two hands. Sure, that's fine. That's a fine result. I mean, losing the pot's not good, but getting in money against that on the turn is fine. Against pot, I mean, we're not going to call a 5. And actually, folding aces here too. Like, this is always a 3-bet against a normal opener. Against a limper, I don't know. Seems closer. It's probably still good, but I don't know. Small bet, full range. Left table, on a 7, we would have value bet the river. On an 8, it feels a little too thin, I guess. Gonna fold. You can go either way. The problem is, so like I have a 5 of hearts, I have an ace and a queen. All of those are good. But I think that's a spot where he's potting straights, and I don't have a king 10 or 9. And so it's not as, like the heart blocker becomes less valuable when so much of their value potting range is not flushes. Gonna bluff on the right. And since I have a spade and no jack, I'm going to go pot. Because I don't want to represent, I want to make him fold a jack. I don't want to represent the straight. I want to represent a flush. The king 10 hand, I mean, I think I have a lot better hands to call with at that point. I don't know. I just kind of believe him. I don't know. I went from being in a calling mood to being in a folding mood. Got to keep an eye on that. I actually don't think it's mood. I think I just felt different vibes, which earlier my vibe checks were wrong, so I should take that with a grain of salt. But I do trust my reads, even when they're wrong sometimes. Semi-bluffing on the right, obviously. Pot's usually my sizing when the turn's an overcard. I'm just going to go pot. And this isn't a spot where I feel like I induce raises by going half pot. Chris says, I know it's how brutal is not a sound. You have Sonoma 14.5 on your Mac. I haven't updated it in a long, long time, so I'm sure that I don't have the right update. I was looking to update it before this session, and it was going to take like, I don't know, at least an hour, so I didn't. I think maybe after the session I will. And then tomorrow I'll have sound, hopefully, maybe. If I knew for sure it was going to work, then I would have delayed the stream to do it. But I asked Twitter, and they weren't very confident. What do I think about the turn check back with Ace King of Hearts? I don't like it. It's just too. Oh, excuse me. This hand, the problem is I think he's barreling a lot on the river. To answer the Ace King, I just think it's like too premium a hand. And I mean, I can end up getting called by Jack 10 of Hearts or something. Late reg is still going on. I don't know for how long exactly. Excuse me. Showdown queen deuce. Probably lose, but I'm not going to bluff with that much showdown value on a paired board. So we went half pot turn, I mean in a limp pot, and then small on the river. I think trips is definitely good enough to raise. You rarely have trips there. I'm gonna take actually this is not an open three-handed. It's an open heads up, but not three-handed. There's no BRB. I'm gonna raise here. Not, I mean, I think I get folds a lot. He has a lot of air when I block the ace, but I just think, I don't know. I think it's a way to get more money in. And obviously, like blocking one ace, he can still have whatever. So he goes bet, three bet. That's strange. Has to just have it, right? So I'm just thinking what I want to do on a river like this. I guess I don't want to bluff. I don't know. It's a very weird, I guess I don't rep clubs very well. Very weird. You check back 4-7 with clubs. And I mean, I have the ace of clubs, so it's not like ace-ace with clubs. I mean, I'm going to call. I'm just baffled. I really want to see this hand. Okay, ace-5 with 10 high clubs. So yeah, I was not expecting that hand to 3-bet. And that's, I guess I have to put in the 4-bet on the turn. All right. Yeah, he's incentivizing. Well, he's incentivizing me to put in the 4-bet. Obviously. I'm trying to think what the logic is. Like, I get the deception on rivers. And I guess he can call a 4-bet. Actually, I don't think he can call a 4-bet. That's an interesting one. He's got the deuce blocker. I don't know. I guess he's denying equity, or like if I have 7, 8, 9 with clubs, he's pushing a ton of equity. So that kind of makes sense. Here, I just think I think he has it. For some reason, I feel very strongly. All right, I'll be back in 1 minute. Literally. Unfortunately, if I go to this view, it's all screwed up. And if I fix it, this view will be screwed up. So let's do this. Actually, nothing's going on, so maybe I have time to try to figure this out. So now it's fixed here, but if I go to the 8 table view, sorry, not, it's a hotkey 8, the 4 table view, oh, it's okay. 1, 2, only there it's fixed, interesting. So if we fix it here, still not fixed on these. How about on the 8? Okay. Well, here we go. We're just gonna wait. Okay. Fixed everywhere. Okay. I didn't know that was possible. Nope, still in 10K. There it is. Sorry. It's just with 2 tables a heads up. It's hard to focus on the 10K. So what did I start the day with? 123. I'm down 22K in the cash games. That's easy. I'm going to finish up. Been removed. I'm already back. No, I don't want to sit in that seat. It's annoying. I want to sit across the table. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. It's removing me for inactivity from the tables I'm sitting in on, and now I'm trying to sit back. I want to sit here, but it wants me to sit here. I think this is a fold. It gets cut off. It's kind of close. Now it's more of a fold. Okay, now I can sit. Good. All right. We're 100 big blinds deep on both tables now, which I enjoy a lot more. I'll call the 3-bet. Not my flop. Yeah, nose is Sean Winter. Keep checking here. It's not a great betting hand. 1,100 of you on YouTube almost. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Left table now is interesting. I mean, my hand should be a value bet. Half pot or pot, I'm not sure. I think half pot is good. I don't know if he knows he's sitting. Oh, okay. He does know he's sitting out. He's dealing with stuff. We only have 251 tables. We couldn't even add one if we want to. Thank you for being here, whatever platform you're on. Okay, here we go. Sometimes when I'm like, I know this is silly, but I would really love to like not be playing the tournament and not be streaming and just like lock into some heads up PLO and like play 5 hours or 8 hours of heads up PLO. It'd be very fun. No offense to anybody here. I'm not going to do that. And I don't even know, like the reason I'm playing in the first place is to stream. But heads up PLO is fun when you like get locked in. And so I'm going to try to get a little more locked in. I mean, this is just a fold. It's kind of interesting. Just a fold. Left table, we're going to call. Right table, we would have missed. I want to see how these, I guess 7's 4-bet ripped down here. Is that what happened? I think I'll go small here as a, protection bet against his flop bluffs. He is going to have some 5x at check call or check raise, but I don't have much equity against that. So like if he check raises bluffs 5x like this, then, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, rip. Okay. I don't know how noteworthy that is, but it's at 40 BB, whatever. I think it's kind of probably like reasonably standard, but it's still good to know that somebody is capable of doing it. Did that not save the note? Be fun. Apply. This would be an interesting raise spot, but I'm not going to do it. Pot the river here. Was either bluffing or just really believed me. 2 3-bet pots. Obviously folding 3 here. And I mean, unfortunately, we're not beating value here with our 8 high flush, but I think it's just a call with the 8 high flush and a 7. It's okay when you don't beat value because you can beat bluffs. We'll 3-bet this. Ace king, I think, is good enough to value bet here. Four, 9, 4. Yeah, there are just a lot of them. That makes sense. Pot turn here. Three-bet left table. Right table, interesting flop. We're going to check back. Easy call with ace deuce. Bluffing with the 9 of hearts. Three-bet jacks. Very good flop. I do sometimes have some pots on these boards. I don't think this is it, though. It could be. Dry ace jack is usually what you want to do. I'm actually going to go bet check bet with the 3 deuce. We'll 3-bet jacks again. Try to flop another set. And we'll pot this turn with jacks. We turn the 9, which helps. Like we block ace-9. And on river, king 10-8, we can bluff again. Obviously with the nuts over here, we're going to keep betting. Clearly he had a strong flush, or a flush, and let's see which one it was. Oh, he's gone. Get second nuts, yeah. Big hand on the flop for him. 6-9 deuce. That was fortunate. I guess I'll leave that open because he comes back. Small bet the 9 high straight. Might have lost our action. We'll join some 25-50 waiting lists. And focus on our boring 10K. That's too bad. We got close to even. This is a big raise. This guy's been... I mean, Jack 4 seems like a call. I just decide if I want to play this game. You beat ace, 10 ace, jack. I don't think we can bet a 4. Okay, 8-6 off. Nice hand. You guys are asking why not raise the ace deuce full house. His value range there is like the nut straight and then 7-7 and 3-3. And I think he would, which are overfulls. And then some random ace deuce, I guess. I guess I'll play here. Oh, yeah, okay. We can buy in for 10K, so this is fun. It's not a short stack stitch. I'll sit at another alone. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, it's a little bit loose, but it's fine. Okay. I'm not going to be folding the 3-bets today, on PLO at least. Hang tight, hang tight. Pretty nice flop. I will bet. Okay. Just give these players some. I'll try to give them some colors. If it works. Come on. Anybody? Okay. Guess we're not going to give them any colors. Let's 3-bet these double suited queens. That's quite a flop. Have to fold the 7 here. And I'll small bet. Good turn. I'm going to just pot. And I mean, rivers are going to be, the only tricky rivers are like offsuit 8s, offsuit kings, and then clubs and ace-x, I guess. There's the offsuit 8. Jack 10, Jack 10, Jack 10, 20. I mean, I can't bet big. I think I can bet small. He's going to have Jack 10 like a quarter of the time, I think. And so betting, if I bet big, if I bet pot and he calls half the time and, you know, a quarter of the time it's Jack 10, then he's, you know, I'm flipping when he calls. And obviously then he's going to raise Jack 10, he's going to raise a couple bluffs. And it's just not doing that well. But when I bet this sizing, he needs to call with a lot more of his range. And so I beat more stuff. At ace 10-9 with hearts. That worked out. Oh, he had a deuce as well. So that worked out nicely. Great flop here. I wonder if he checks his full range. I don't know who this player is, but he might check his full range. I think this is just strong enough to raise. Like, I want to have like pretty frequent raises on this board. We're this deep. And I'll be a little sad if he 3-bets the flop. And I don't know what I'll do, but this is just doing great against his calling range, and I want to be fairly aggressive here. Interesting turn. This is very thin and maybe bad, but I think like if he has dry queen 8, he could fold. If he has like ace ace 5 with ace ace 5-3, he can call. So like there are some good things that can happen. I think dry queen 8 folding is ambitious but possible. I mean, I do think he hits the 5 like a decent amount of the time. Do have an ace blocker. I don't expect him to have a lot of 6-7. But yeah, just an easy check now and hope to beat ace ace 5 with hearts. Actually, like we're not going to win that often here. Maybe ace king queen deuce. Ace ace 5 with hearts. There we go. And I mean, we weren't pushing a ton of equity on the turn against that. Like I really don't know about that turn bet. I think, yeah, I just really don't know. Okay. Is this Jason Kuhn, Nova Sky? Regardless, he's shoving in 12 big blinds. We have ace king. Oh my gosh. Cold call from this guy. What is going? Okay. We're not folding. Can we ever make him fold? I don't think so. This call looks really strong. But are we just going to call with ace king and check it down? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm putting it in. Okay, wow, he folded. And he like snap folded too. I have no idea what he had. Obviously, I mean, this didn't work out, and it worked out great for, if that is Jason Kuhn, I'm happy for him. He's the man. But yeah, the snap fold there was not what I was expecting when he called off that much. I mean, that's a little unfortunate, but I mean, it was a great spot to get it in flipping with is this a peel? To get it in flipping with, 3.5 to 1. This is actually a fold to a 3-bet out of position, so I know I said no folding of 3-bets in PLO. I meant in position. 10's here, we're going to call and probably raise later. Kind of wanted him to bet. I'm not going to 3-bet these aces. I'm going to bluff here. I just think it's going to work, so that's why I'm doing it. Threw poop at me. Does that mean fold or call? Fold, good. Beat, dude. I'm just going to call here. It's obviously a reasonable raise, but he's shown a propensity to be pretty ag. Gonna raise. Call here is fine. I make the nuts again on a 10, so I think the little bit of the redraw is pretty good to. A lot of short stacks here on the bottom right. I have to be disciplined pre-flop. I mean, I think he's full of it, but what am I going to do about it? This is one pre-flop, and then I pot open under the gun with this. It's not good. Okay. I guess I just fold. Congratulations. We'll send it back. And 4 outs, 10% to hit on the turn. Occasionally I can win otherwise. I don't know. This is pretty iffy. And actually, my 4 outs aren't always good. I think it's a fold on the flop. Here we have to call. We're probably behind. Yeah, not in terrible shape until the turn. Then we were. Like, how did I get so low here? Now I can relax again. All right, we're four tabling. I don't love the I don't love these PLO tables with short stacks, but it's what we got right now. I just need to remember to be a little bit of a nit because that's what you're supposed to be with short stacks. And I don't know. Maybe their stacks will get bigger and it'll be more fun. Hopefully not at my expense. Well, hopefully I stack all of them and then they tilt and rebuy for a lot. Here against this, I think we just call ace 10-10. I don't know. There's another short stack table. I'm not going to add a fifth. I think his range is going to be pretty strong here, but this is a really good hand, and we're almost 400 big blinds deep in position, so building pots is with good hands is good. Good. Start with a bet. Fold my flush draw, unfortunately. Take a stab at it here with 6-7. Yeah. I almost didn't, but I just clicked the button and then it worked. Get squeezed. Don't think we're folding. Or I mean, I know I'm not. Maybe I'm supposed to. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. Interesting. I could do some leading here. I'm not going to. Yeah, tons of views on Twitter. I don't know if it's really, you know, how they count it. It's closer to a value bet than you might think, but I still don't think it's quite there. We're not going to run into a lot of 7-8 or Queen-8. King Queen though, there's plenty of that. Nice hand, somebody. We're out of there. There's the King Queen. Noel's called with Jack 9-6. I mean, I was thinking of folding Jack 10-8. So he had a different read on the situation than I did. And it doesn't mean that I was right just because I was right that time. Against this sizing, I think we peel with all these backdoors. And here they come. Got a bluff. Did not consider folding queen, queen. That's a little interesting. I mean, I guess he's probably going to end up calling. Gonna go one street and then give up the queen. Get the king or the ace, we go 2 streets there. Show them the 9. Hope you all are enjoying it, even though energy is a bit low. Not that I'm ever very high energy. So defend the big blind this deep. I mean, we need some draws in our check raise range. I think people, when you're this deep stack, people see bet in position a lot more liberally because they just don't fear the check raise. So you got to give them the check raise. I'm actually just going to check the turn. I changed the felt color for the tournament. That's a good idea. That's a little too bright. Let's go red. And I think I have pot odds to call now. And the question is, do I bluff on a non-diamond? I bluff on a king, maybe. I bluff on an ace, maybe. Bluff on a, I mean, do I value bet this? No. Okay, no worries. Opens off of 19 big blinds. Okay, we're going to have to get out of the way now. We would have gotten there, right? No, good. It all worked out. $1,100 viewers on YouTube. Awesome. I mean, yesterday we had a ton, but that was because I almost final tabled a massive event. Very excited to have 1,100 of you here, especially when I'm on 3 platforms. And some of you might have been spread out. Twitch creeping up there with 86. That's fine. Probably by streaming on Twitter, I mean X, I'm costing, you know what, you guys don't care about, I don't even care about it. I don't know why I'm talking about it. Let's talk about poker. Willie, welcome, good to see you. Oh yeah, just clicking buttons and it works. That's how you gotta play. I guess I'll raise this up. This guy's so loose that I want to do something with a7 off, but what can I even do? Because he then just like rips it in. I mean, I'm exaggerating. He ripped it in once with sevens in a spot that it was pretty reasonable too, but he's been pretty loose aggressive. Now we're going to get to see his hand. Nope, we're not. Unless it's a good one. Okay, he had a good one. Obviously, we would have won. Oh, not against kings. Okay, we 3-bet the king high. Super rundown. We get 4-bet. It's usually going to be aces, not always. Obviously, we're doing fine against any hand. And that is not our flop. So I feel like we were probably going to go with it on the majority of flops, but we found one that is not ours. You got deeper stacks here on the bottom left. That's nice. Here, we'll call this 3-bet. Will I be doing another stream in the near future? Or is this a one-time thing? Always treat to see you playing. Thank you, Ariel. I'll be streaming tomorrow and the next night, unless I get ridiculously exhausted, which is a possibility. But there are WSOP online events the next couple nights. I think there are after then too, but I have to stop at some point. I have stuff to do. I guess we're potting. I think he's not going to have a 6 very often, so check raise is not going to work well. Although he's snap called, so it's going to be a 6 or a 4 usually. The thing about those check raise spots, though, is you still have to get called. So yeah, he did have a 6. Kind of interesting to see him check that. That's tricky. Especially with the other, like he had straight cards, and no flush. I don't know. That's a standard bet for me. So I wonder. Let's go. Yeah, my timing out everywhere. And deuce. I guess we're calling. We probably lose, but we got odds. Again, interesting that he went 2/3 pot here. I guess he's hoping to get raised by king 10, 10, 10, which I mean I would have, so it's an effective strategy. Threes against, I don't know if it's the real Cabral, but we're defending the big blind either way. I feel like the check back here is often going to be a hand like 10s or 9-8 or something. I don't know. Not going to bet threes. Now it's a little interesting. I still think against an under the gun range, we just don't have enough value at threes or under the gun +1. like a mini snap check, so we win. But I just think we run into a lot of 6s and 8s and stuff. Easy call here on the top right. Not a great turn. I feel like he's going to keep firing a decent amount. We were up against probably ace king. Yeah, ace king. A half pot, very weak 3. Sorry, there was a new table that popped up. I decided not to play it. I mean, it was nobody. The game was breaking. We got called by an ace. I don't really need to see it, but I'll look anyway. It was ace, king, jack, 9. Okay, we have to call here, I think. I'm like, we're kind of dead-ish against value. So it's not really thrilling. Here, if we were shorter, I would check this back, but this deep, I'm just like kind of going nuts in position. For the reasons I said, like people like to bet too much in position there. Jack 10. I mean, I think that's too bad about Jack 10. Not going to do anything. We are going to call the 3-bet. We got some backdoor straight draws as well as the nut flush draw. It's a bad turn. I mean, double gut shot plus 2 pair, but how can he be bluffing? Nut clubs. Clubs. Nut clubs. I mean, I just think I'm in bad shape to win. Kings. I'm just going to call this. Like, if it was actually even 1 pip better, king, 8-5, I would 3-bet. I mean, with 2 outs to the overfull, got a call here, I think. Easiest fold in the world. Not that he's never bluffing here, but like this hand is one of the worst calling hands possible. I don't want to lose my heads up action, so we're skipping the bathroom break. This is advanced high stakes online strategy. I'm going to close some replay, hand replayers. Just a little worried about overloading my computer. I mean, we river almost the nuts, but facing pot, we're not going to raise. Just has it. Go for value with the 7-8. Sword music says this is quite ASMR-ish. Yeah, especially when I'm like dialed in and playing, I don't even say that much. Father Carlton, let's not fight. Let's not fight in this chat. Channel's a good vibes kind of place. Standard would be to check here, but it can get weird and bet. Okay. Alan, my color system is not explainable. I mean, like I can give vibes, but I don't even think it's going to be helpful. So the raise flop check turn is pretty strange. I mean, I'm going to check. Some like combo stuff, some give ups. 9-7 would make some sense. I don't really think he's going to have a lot of clear, like I don't think he's going to bluff this river that much. It looks like I hit it a lot. And like I wouldn't bet the river if I did hit. He had, and we're raising every button basically. Okay, he had future blockers. That makes sense. And some showdown value. All right, we're putting in a lot of money with a terrible, terrible hand, but we got position and we're deep. So I'm here for it. Is that an appropriate way to use that expression? I'm old. This is actually just fold. Would we have hit? We definitely would have. Might have been against aces though. I mean, another table is filling up, I assume for a reason. I don't know the reason. Sound would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, call down here. I think it's a fold up here. It's kind of interesting to just raise. I'm not repping much. I do have a couple double gut shot and a flush draw. I don't know. What's he going to do if he's bluffing? I probably have the best hand with 9 deuce, but I don't think I can value bet it. I don't think he was going to call that. We open queen jack up here off of 30 bigs. Ripping queen 10, not super happily, by the way. Meaning that, like, if he puts more money in here, it's not like we're pushing a ton of equity. Okay. I don't think we can shove, like, I mean, obviously we can, but I don't think we get called by enough stuff. I'm going to make a bet that is very thin. But it would be nice to clear out like a, I don't know, Rees with a club or ace 10 with a 10 of clubs or something. Again, like against a calling range, I'm still ahead, so. Another table opening up, I don't know. I mean, I can't handle, I don't want to play more than 4. I mean, mainly for stream purposes, but also because, like, what's the point? I'm mainly playing to stream, not to grind out the extra couple big blinds at a 5th table. Carlton, let's be nicer, please. I'm only seeing every you know, a message here and there. All right, here's a hand. Second nuts on ace 9-4 rainbow against a 3-bet. Not going to be, I'm basically not going to have a raising range on this board. All right, we've been demoted. And the second nuts to the 4th nuts. With diamonds, I think it's clear check. Could pot, could half pot. I think half pot's the standard, but I don't. I think this actually does work out a little better. Especially if you saw me pot raise that semi bluff on the turn before. Ace 8-8 board. Man, I want to get in there with king 4 against this guy and price. I don't know. I'm going to take the price I'm getting in the small blind. We got called by kings with a 9. I just want to bet a really small amount here, but this is the kind of crap that I do in the main event. It's probably not. Hey, JC, let's not be mean to Carlton either. I think I can call this. I don't know. Like on Queen 7 deuce, there are no draws. I guess, though, you can call like every pair, so maybe that's too thin. It's a pretty big pain for me to go like limit anybody right now. Oh, let's just be nice so I don't have to. Fours. We'll open. Sorry, timing out. Turn the nuts. Glad I didn't time out. Hoodie ruined my hair. It's doing okay. Actually didn't shower since before last stream, but through magic of hair product, it held up through the night. I really need like a masseuse. But we don't keep those around the house like they do at the Horseshoe. It does make playing poker on like the, I don't know, the long, tired days a lot nicer. I mean, I want to defend this, but he's so short. It's not a good defend. Let's see if it would have worked. It would not have worked very well. Over 1,200 here on YouTube. I shouldn't say here because some of you are watching elsewhere, but that's awesome. Thank you for being here again. If you're enjoying the chill, quiet vibes of a PG stream, especially one where PG is tired. Hopefully I'll be a lot more tired in 5 hours when we final table this thing. Anyone know who Chrism is? I guess it doesn't, I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't need reads. So don't tell me how this person plays, but I'm just curious if it's somebody I know. Oh, I thought I already bet. It's too bad. I mean, the lead here is sort of a thing. Maybe not. Here we're gonna 3-bet. Gonna fold the king. I said I had to be disciplined down here, but I'm opening Jack 6 5 deuce. Kevin, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're loving the docu series. The third one comes out tomorrow at 10 a.m. PT. Previous ones were premieres. It will not be a premiere tomorrow because I'm having a meetup with all the Beyond the Game alumni. It's from my previous group coaching programs. The new one is launching soon. Okay, we're going to check kings. Oh. We're going to check aces. We're going to check aces again. I really like the rabbit hunt button, I gotta say. I didn't think I would.